Hi guys, we are back. This is Tim for some more Blackrock Depths Dungeon. No, Blackrock's Dungeon Block. No, Blackrock's Detention Block. Gameplay. A warrior just left, and we just all died because the warrior that just left decided to pull, and no one was prepared for it, and so we died. My healer is healing me now, which is always good. For a second there, I was a little which is always a little scary when you're the tank and you see your health do that. That's always tough. I don't tend to blame the healers for it. I used to do that. Whenever I'd die, I would used to go, "Oh my gosh, you healers, you suck." But that's never really the case, because the reason that I don't like being healers, even when I'm a priest, I'll become a shadow priest, because healers are just so difficult to be. Because you have so many things to worry about, you have so many people to look after and make sure that none of them die. Like all my guys have just died. So I'm just gonna res this guy here. I think he's a rogue. Oh crud, I need to drink some mana. You always got to keep your mana up as a tank, mainly because if you don't, well then, if you don't keep your mana up, you'll die, because, again, you won't be the tank anymore, because the people who are doing the most damage become the tanks, and so if you have no spells to do damage, don't need to pull extra out in this room, we can just go past the mobs. So if they want me to go past the mobs, and I'm not going to argue too much. I don't know why this guy is rezzing all over me. So, as I said, I wasn't doing my job as well, as it's difficult with 4 people. This is a very big mob dungeon, which requires a lot of DPSs, but we didn't get those DPSs, which is annoying. So that's why I never like people who leave dungeons. If I have to leave a dungeon, I will leave a dungeon, but I won't just leave it because either we're doing badly or something, or my mates want me to go do another dungeon with other people, because I don't think that's fair on the people who are doing dungeons, because that just ruins the game for the people who are doing the dungeon, and it's no use for that. So I had to find a black anvil in Shadowforge City, so I don't know where the heck Shadowforge City. I need to go to Shadowforge City to this is my epic armor quest. And again, as I was saying, I'm not doing my job because I'm not even pulling this one guy. And it's usually difficult to pull one guy because a lot of people can do a lot of damage really quickly. So this is the one thing I love about World of Warcraft, is that, I mean, just look at those, look at the bosses. The bosses just look so epic. And the one thing that I'm not too happy about World of Warcraft, but I think it's fine, is that the dungeons, I never find particularly difficult. I mean, I die and stuff, and I like it, but I feel like they could be harder, but they're fine as they is, and I love them as they are. But there's a lot of debate going on like that, about they think that people are, that the dungeons are too easy, but then there's the people who complain saying, no, the dungeons are too hard. And so it's difficult in that sense, that they can't really do it, so they just put it in the middle, where people will die, but it's not impossible to do a dungeon that people will just leave. And you should never leave a dungeon, guys. Again, never leave it. So, oh yeah, a key, guys, is always take out the healers in every game. I do this in Guild Wars, I do this in every game that I have. If they have a healer on their side, you always go for the healers. I do this in Global Agenda, which I will be putting some videos up of, because Global Agenda is an amazing game that I'm trying to figure out how to get videos of. And So this guy's obviously gonna just gotta go away for a second. So we've got a level 49, level 51, and a level 50, which also could be why we're not doing as well on this dungeon, because they this is level 49, I think, to 56 dungeon, and so we've got the sort of lowest tiers, and I'm only level 53. I'm not gonna be like, oh, these guys are such noobs. Oh, and I'm a noob. I haven't put my most important thing on, which is my duration aura, which is definitely what you want. I also have a glyph for exorcism, so it does even more damage. Yeah. So now we're just waiting. Sorry, guys, but we have to wait for this guy to come back. This guy's puts thorns around me. That was a shaman, I think. No, it must have been a druid. I could have thought. Yeah, that must be a shaman turret. So he often focused. So as you see, he's focused on restoration. I'm gonna see if any of these guys have actually bought a second skill tree. No, I don't think any of these guys have bought a second skill tree, as I have, because now they've made it so you always focus on one skill tree, which is exactly what I've done. I focused on one skill tree. So now this guy is quite difficult because you have to really just keep him going. He's usually immune. Yeah. See, as I tried to use Hammer of Justice, which is a spell where you sort of make them unconscious, I should say, probably. You stun them, that's the word I was looking for. You stun them, and this guy is immune to stun, so you gotta really keep the pressure on him. And as you see, my mana's now gone, so I have to try and keep aggro, even though my or threat. See, as you see, a spawn of Blackrock just went over there because I don't have enough aggro to keep all these guys. I'm gonna wait for my mana to recharge to get a no, actually I'm gonna keep on exorcism. So now I can use Hammer of Wrath, which is a really powerful spell that I can use after 20% of the an enemy has 20% health, and I just saw that does 1,910 damage. That's insane. This guy's gonna follow me. Oh, ow, that hurt. So I could potentially use that. I think that is actually better than what I have. No, it's not, but I'm gonna see how it looks. Yeah, it doesn't really look that cool, so I'll take it, obviously. Yeah, I'll definitely take it, but I'm not going really to, I'm not really gonna bother with it, because I already have a better hammer. And I often am, oh, I got it anyways. I often am a DPS, guys. I go into dungeons with the DPS and tank ticked off. Because those are just the ones I like. I never like being healers. Again, as I've said before, I could get drunk in the game, of course. No, but there's actually a guy that does that. He does drunk PvP, where he gets drunk and then goes for the PvP. So in World of Warcraft, and that's another TGN guy, and he is so funny. I want to say it's Big C, but I don't think so. I can't remember his name, unfortunately. Guys, whoa, see, I'm not doing a very good job. And I wasn't also taking the healers on, as I should be. So, see, as you see, they're attacking this guy here, which is what you normally should be doing. If one straggler gets off, the DPSs just go after him, and the healer just keeps healing the tank, as the tank just takes on all these guys. So this dungeon is actually working really well, even though we only have 4 guys, because these guys know how to dungeon, and I really like these guys. The one thing that I don't also like about Paladins is that until you go, if you go into the Retribution tree, this doesn't really count, because the first thing you get is to extend the range of the Judgment. But until you get really Hammer of Wrath, you have no ranged attacks whatsoever. You have no ranged attacks at all, and that can be really tough. especially when you're trying to sort of go to a higher level place and you just want to pull one guy. You have to sort of go, you have to hit him with something, or you can probably buy rockets, you could do that, but I feel like that's a waste of money and they don't do too much damage. Nope. Someone said no, which is bad. You never want someone to say no and then run into a tank battle, because you'll usually lose. There's someone over here saying didn't think so. I don't know why. It says Cherry Popper. We choose the healer druid. I don't know why I was over there, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I should definitely be taking this guy because he's attacking either my healer or my lowest level. And you do want to keep everyone alive possible. Because if you don't keep everyone alive humanly possible, you're going to lose. You're going to die if you don't keep everyone alive. Because even if they're low level, especially when you get to these dungeons, level 49s can do a lot of damage. And if it's especially a hunter, the hunter as well, he has this, he's also giving us like a fifth person. So if he dies, then we lose technically 2 people, as well as we lose a massive DPSer. So this guy is keen. He likes to be, well, he is a rogue, so he can go shadow and he'll go behind people. I think now I'm in Shadow City. And my quest is going to give me some really cool helmet gear. And if I complete all these quests, like I had these quests when I first went in, and I think they've redone them because they were absolutely horrific. I had to find these different things in the world. But the problem was, it didn't tell me where these things were. And there was like 6 of them I had to find in order to get all my armor. And I got it as a set after I completed the quest. And it was just so difficult because, I mean, what was I supposed to do? I had to go into like every single little area in the world to try and find them, and I got 2 of them out of like the 5 or 6. I just gave up on that quest. You know, the druid, not priest. You could put shield on him. I have shield. I think. Pretty sure I have a shield thing. Oh, no. I just accidentally took off one of my things. After I complete these guys, I'm going to stop this video, which shouldn't take too long. Alright, see you guys, this is Tim, and I will bring the next video up very short.